I am Antonio Douthit from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a dancer with the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theatre, and I perform for myself every night because I love the gift of dance that I was given. When I was about 10 years old, I used to live in the Christ Church Cathedral, and every morning at 8, we would have to come out and play in the park until we could go back into the church to go to sleep at night. We would eat breakfast in the park, and I would spend like 3 or 4 hours playing and running through the public library. From Christ Church Cathedral, we went to Hope House. Hope House is a transitional home for women and children who have any kind of situation that made them homeless. That was my window down there. You can go and take the time, rehab yourself, and bring your family together and just have hope for the future. I didn't play sports, so I didn't play anything other than just hanging out with my friends after school. That's what led me to running down the street here with my friends and how I found dance. I was with 4 other guys, and we heard drums coming from the building, and so I said, we should go in, let's see what they're doing. The floors are different, but it looks exactly the same. It's like yesterday, like it's so cool. Like the mirrors are still there. The room looks exactly the same. And the day that I came over, the windows were up, and the drums are playing, and you could hear the music. And then we went in, she's like, guys, you have to leave, don't come in here, I'm having company class right now. And we were like, no, let's dance, come on, we really want to dance, come on, let us dance. So she said, stand in the back, and we stood back there, and my friends are all playing around. And I got into it for a little while, and after class, she said, so if you really want to come back tomorrow, you guys, I'll help you out. So the next day after school, I went back in, and I stayed forever. I had 2 other siblings, and dance for my mom wasn't a priority. In most families, the food comes first, the rent, the clothing on your back, and if there's anything left over, then maybe. But in my family, there was no maybe. The woman whose class I stumbled in on, she had a company, and there were no children there. And so she called COCA. She spoke with Lee Knowlton, and Lee said, bring them over, we'll have a jazz class, we'll see if we can use them, see if we can do anything. I took class, and after class she said, I have someone for you to speak to. She took me to Stephanie Riven's office, and she said, this kid is amazing, he needs a scholarship. And Stephanie said, okay, give it to him. And that was the end, that was all she wrote. Thank God that COCA was there for me. They got me shoes, they got me clothes. I cherished them forever. Like, I took very good care of them so that I didn't have to worry about everyone's gonna laugh because I don't have dance shoes, or everyone's gonna laugh because my shirt has a hole in it or something.
I've been so many places in my life and time.
We went to Hope House, and the kids all came over, and I was like, oh, hi, my name's Antonio Douthit. I'm a dancer with the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theatre. I used to live here with my mother. And one little man he raised his hand, and he said, teach me to dance. I want to dance. Teach me something. Teach me some moves. And everyone came running over to me, and they're like, I want to do it. I want to do it. Teach me to dance. So I'm like closing everybody's fifth and fixing their first positions, and it was so amazing. And I promised that I would go back and give a movement class for them. That's the least I could do. Give each other a hand. Every person in this building was respectful to you, so you had to give respect back to them. They gave you something because you earned it, not because you wanted it or you needed it. It's because you earned it. And it was just the most uplifting experience here at COCA. I'm not on staff at COCA, but you feel like you have to help. You have to give every piece of information that you've learned while you're at COCA and while you're away from COCA to these kids, because it's always a different feeling, and it's a different love that I have every time I come back. And I think it's great for them to see that this is something that came from where you are. I'm a product of what you've given, and I definitely feel that you should never feel like, why am I continuing to give and I see no outcome? There's an outcome every single day. And if you touch one kid, it should lift you higher than anything ever, because you've touched one person's life and changed them. I am Antonio Douthit from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a dancer with the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theatre, and I perform for myself every night because I love the gift of dance that I was given, and that's who I am.